We are still here on the floor of Electronica in Munich, and I've come across something that is really quite interesting. So Ignion are a company who are making a range of antennas, and the antenna that they have a massive range, but the antenna we're going to talk about today is the OMNIA from the Extend range. What makes this interesting, it has an incredibly wideband radio frequency that allows you to use the ground plane of the PCB, regardless of how big it is, as the antenna. Now, I'm joined by Jaap, the CEO. Firstly, did I get that right?
Well, it's impressive how fast people can catch up on RF, because it's rather complex. Yeah. But yes, you were right. The OMNIA is a product that not only serves all the Wi-Fi, BLE, ultra-wideband, cellular needs, but it's also the most sustainable product because it uses less material to do the radiation that we need to connect the wireless world, because everything these days is connected.
Absolutely, and one of the things that one of your technical colleagues mentioned to me is that a big difference here is that because of the fact it's non-resonant, it really can be used in a variety of situations. If you have it on the PCB, and even if you didn't necessarily think of using a particular band to begin with, you can add that later by simply tuning after the fact. Is that correct?
Well, that's the magic of the technology, I agree. If you go to the platform called Oxion.ai, people can do their own tuning, because it's as simple as tuning to a radio station on an old-fashioned radio. Absolutely, and finding the thing that you want to listen to. That's exactly what the matching components or the matching network does. And OMNIA basically can go from 450 megahertz all the way up to 10.6 gigahertz.
Absolutely, yeah. And for some of the engineers that watch the Electronica show and watch this content, they'll already understand how exciting that is. But of course, a number of people in our audience are like me, non-engineers that just have an interest in this, and will probably want to learn more about it. So, I mean, I know obviously you have a product line as well, but do you also have some teaching materials that can help people learn more about the technology?
Yes, and it's needed because RF is relatively complex. So if people are interested, we have a massive online open course, a MOOC, together with Ramon Lul. Actually, the URL I will not repeat here, but we'll put it somewhere in the blog or whatever, to make sure that people can find it. And second, they can go to Oxion.ai, the platform, which will give them instant responses on how to use these products.
Absolutely, and I guess the final question would be, if people want to get a hold of these products today, look at the full portfolio, where can they find you online to find both the hardware and the teaching materials you were just mentioning a moment ago?
So we are operating much like a semiconductor, so fabless, but you buy the products through DigiKey and Mouser if you like, so that's the easiest way. And if you really don't want to pay, then call our sales on the website and get a sample at Ignion.ai.
Absolutely, and as always, everything we've talked about here will be linked under the video that you're watching. If you're seeing this on the blog, there will be links there as well. But yeah, it's something that struck me as being quite exciting, because as someone who is still learning about all of this stuff, having talked about it for quite a while, when something comes along like this that seems to do things slightly differently to what I've seen before, I'm always interested in finding more. Yeah, thank you so much for your time today.
You're welcome.